Hi friends, it's Word Wednesday and I'm Miss Pam. Things look a little different today from the other couple of times I've come to you. I decided to take it outside. It was either clean up my room or take it outside, and I just decided that I would come on outside. It's so nice, and I'm listening to the birds, and we're going to see if everything else will be semi-quiet so that you can hear what we are going to learn today. We are going to be talking about Jesus's power taking action, and by that I mean how we take action. So to get started, let's talk about the God sightings. Well, I've seen so many things on video and Facebook and of unsung heroes. Heroes like the people that pick up our garbage. They have not been staying home. They continue to do that for us. And the people at the grocery store and the postman still brings our mail every day. And so those people are true unsung heroes. My other God sighting, I love animals, and I'm so excited about this, is that we have a little bird family that has made a nest in our hanging plant on our screen porch. And so I watched today how the daddy bird brought the mama bird some food while she's sitting on, get this, 3 eggs. I counted them the other day when she wasn't there. I didn't touch them. But if I can get a picture of any of this, I will make sure that I share that with you. But that's kind of a cool thing, that I'm being able to watch this interaction of this little family of birds. So I know that you've probably seen some other God sightings this week, and so right now you know the drill. I'm putting you on pause and talk about it with your family. Pause. Okay, I appreciate you sharing. I love watching for God, and I also love exploring God's amazing word with you. So today we are going to, as I said, we are going to learn about Jesus's power takes action. And today's Bible story comes from the book of John, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, the fourth book in the New Testament. And it is chapter, let me find that, chapter 5, verse 1 through 9. And you can read that later in its entirety with your family, but I'm just going to tell the story today. You may be familiar with it. It is starts in Jerusalem near a place called the Pool of Bethesda. This pool had hundreds of sick people lying nearby, waiting for healing. Why don't you lay down right now? Just lie down right where you are on the floor. Just lie down. You know, I'll wait. You don't have to put me on pause, but I'll wait for a few minutes so you can get comfy. Okay, you ready? Well, great. I want you to be comfortable because you're going to have to lie just like that for the whole story. So, because you have to lie just like that, this is how the people around the pool were lying. They were just lying. They were sick. There were hundreds of sick people lying nearby. They're all waiting for healing. So they weren't so comfy because that they were all sick and that they were waiting for healing. Some people were blind. Some people were paralyzed. Some couldn't walk. I wonder why they were lying next to that particular pool. Do you have any ideas? Well, they believed that every so often that an angel of the Lord would come stir up the water. And first one to get into the pool after the water was stirred up, that they would be healed. Well, so they laid there and they waited and they waited. Do jumping jacks while you wait, without getting up or moving your legs. It's frustrating, isn't it? So one day, Jesus was walking by the pool and saw a man lying there. Jesus knew this man had been sick for 38 years and he could not walk. So Jesus asked the man, "Would you like to get well?" And the man answered, "I can't, sir, for I have no one to put me into the pool when the water bubbles up. Someone else always gets there ahead of me." The man said, "I can't." How many times have we probably used those two words with this coronavirus? We can't do things. We can't go to the church to see our friends. We can't go to school, and we're out for the rest of the year. So there's a lot of can'ts going on, but there are things that you can do during this virus situation. So quick, everyone, call out things that you can't do during this difficult time. I'll wait. You don't need to pause me since you can't move. You still have to be lying down, saying all of the things that you cannot do right now. So I'll just wait on you for a few minutes. Okay, well, I appreciate you sharing. Yep, it seems like we're limited by the things, all the things that we can't do right now. But let's get back to the Bible story. Here's this man lying near the pool with no one to help him get in the water. So you try it, okay? Without moving, go to the kitchen sink and rinse your hands, and all of your troubles will be over. Can you do it? Of course not. You can't move. Think how frustrating that would feel for this man who just wanted to get in the pool. Then along comes Jesus, asking this man if he wants to be healed. And instead of saying yes, he says, "I can't." Well, thankfully, Jesus did not leave it at that. He said, "Stand up, pick up your mat, and walk." And instantly the man was healed. Quick, jump up, pause, and jump in place. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, pause. In a second, run around the room and talk about the things that you can do during this difficult time. For me, I can still call my friends. I can still come outside. I can still hear the birds. I can watch my little bird family in the backyard. I can sew. I can watch TV. I can talk with you. So there are a lot of things that we can do. I bet that you could come up with some great ideas. And that's awesome. Way to go. Sometimes it's easy to make excuses about what Jesus wants us to do, but Jesus calls us to take action. And with his power and his help, you can do that. Let's see. For instance, when Jesus calls us to take action, and we have his power and his help behind us, like a lot of the new things that we're learning right now, it's very exciting, but it's kind of scary. I'm having a great time learning to talk with you guys through the video. Now, I've already told you that I prefer the face-to-face, but God is helping me to get more comfortable in doing this so that I can talk with you and that I can encourage you and let you know that God loves you and that we are all praying for you. Let's see. Just like we are learning today, Jesus' power takes action. So let's talk about that for a minute. What might Jesus be calling your family to do for other people right now? Have any ideas? Maybe preparing meals, maybe helping them if they might need a bill paid, and with them not working, they may not have the money that they need, praying for them. So talk to your family about what you can do instead of saying, I can't right now. It does not make any difference how old you are, how young you are, whether you're shy or outgoing, because Jesus will give you the power that you need to do what he wants us to do. So grab your paper and a pen and have someone take notes while you make a plan. Talk amongst your family about making an encouraging sign to hang in your window, or maybe you could use chalk to make sidewalk. I've seen that in our neighborhood. We've already done that. That's cool. Or leave notes for the neighbors, or call a nursing home and maybe talk with one of their residents. If you feel up to doing that, I'm sure that you could come up with great ideas amongst yourselves. So pause the video so you can make a plan. Pause. Thanks for those creative ideas. I would love to hear about some of those. If you would comment down below this video. I'm getting kind of lonely. I need some comments. I need to know that everybody's doing okay. And let's see if we can change the I can'ts to I cans, because we can do all things through Christ Jesus. So today, Miss Pam's not going to try to do this because I tried to do this and I could not balance myself. So I'm going to talk you through it. Okay, so everybody get up on your feet. We're going to try to balance on one foot. Okay, everybody stand up, see how long you can balance on one foot while you look all around the room. Look everywhere around the room. And don't stop turning your head. And do this along with your family. Just try to stand on one foot. Wow, that's hard, isn't it? Because you have all of that motion going on looking around the room. And when I tried it earlier, it made me feel like I can't balance very well. But let me tell you about a little science-y fun trick to balance better. Pick something in the room at eye level so that you can focus on that. Okay, so then say, I'm going to focus on the computer screen, or the TV, or just something in the room. It can be a picture, it can be a spot on the wall. Just find something that you can focus on. Got it? Okay, now stand on one foot and hold one earlobe between your thumb and your finger. Okay, so you're standing on one foot, you're looking at one item, and you're holding one earlobe like this between your thumb and a finger. Were you able to stand still and balanced a little bit longer? It didn't help me, but I hope it helps you. So focusing on one thing, it's easier to balance. And so that reminds us how focusing on Jesus can help us to stay balanced in our lives. So, it reminds us that our ears help provide balance, and that it reminds me to listen for what Jesus is asking me to do. So we just turned our can'ts into cans. Let's celebrate with a prayer. Before we close, let's play a fun game, okay? Now, remember how in our Bible story, the first person in the pool would be healed? Well, in this game, I will call out an object, and you will try to be the first person in your family to touch that object. Are you ready? Okay. A pillow. How about something electronic? A wall. A bathroom door. A light switch. A window. A spoon. Water from a faucet. How fun was that? I hope we didn't tear the house up. Sorry, moms. Way to play. You know, in our game, the goal was to be the first to touch that object. The last object was water. And that was to remind us of how in our Bible story that the sick man wanted to be the first man in the pool, but he said he couldn't. So pause the video while you talk about this question. This week, how can you encourage each other to have an I can attitude instead of saying I can't? Jesus' power takes action. We can always turn to Jesus for help when we're feeling like I can't. His power will help us take action and encourage each of us to stay positive and do good things for him. And those good things can start right here in your own family. So let's have a prayer. I am so glad that Jesus' power takes action and that Jesus is always there to help us. Dear Lord, thank you for your loving us and helping us to take action for you. Please be with our family during this difficult time, and please be with every person suffering with this virus right now. Thank you for never leaving us. We love you. In your name. Amen. Now it's time to add a picture or a writing in your journal or those thankful jars that I mentioned last week. Just write a little note or draw a little picture so you can pull that out when you start getting discouraged, and that shows you that what God has done for you in the past, and it'll help you get through hard times. So thanks for joining us. I continue to pray for the adjustments that you're having to do for your schoolwork and for the parents, and just that this could be a wonderful experience, that a wonderful opportunity that we've been given. I want to see you next week. And again, I can't say it enough, God sightings, they're all around us. Feel free if you want to draw it in your journal. So I can't wait to share God's sightings with you next week. Maybe I'll have an update on my bird family. If you would like to come up with a name for my bird family, why don't you make a comment in the comment section? See how many ideas I get, and then I can let you know what we decide on next week. I will see you next week. Remember, Jesus' power takes action, and I love you.